Taylor Hawkins from Foo Fighters passing last night was a shock to everybody. The outpouring of love for this dude everywhere is just ubiquitous and indicative of what a lovely person he was and the depths of the friendships that he had and the tug and pull of those friendships. You know, the backstory of the Foo Fighters getting together and breaking up and getting back together and all that stuff. It wasn't, the friendships he had weren't based on we're rich rock stars and we're just doing it and we have no problems in the world. It was based on everybody's having real problems and they're working them out and getting past them. And then it was they were a great lesson in forgiveness and
Absolutely.
that I think we all could learn, because we all have some people we've parted ways with over the years for varying degrees, for varying reasons, to varying degrees, beg your pardon. And, the lesson I think that what the Foo Fighters have been through, and especially, Taylor's relationship with everybody in the band, is that you can bring it back. You can. It's not, and when it's just that kind of disagreement where it's heartbreak, but it's not, active damage. You have not physically harmed anyone. It's just heartbreak. That stuff is on a different tier than all the other stuff in life that you may think you can't recover from. That you can't. That's violent actions, real physical loss. That's in a different category. And a lot of people lump them together, And when people don't, when they go, all right, I can be the bigger person in this situation. I can put down my pride and welcome you back, and you can welcome me back into your home, and we can kind of start this work again, because what we had as friends and as artists together was so worthwhile that all this other stuff is noise. It's interfering with the joy of life. And I'm being stubborn and you're being stubborn, and I'm holding on to stuff that, you've already asked forgiveness for, and I've offered my apologies for what I might have done or misunderstood. Like, those kind of things have so much value in society, and they get overlooked these days. And again, Taylor and Dave went through a lot of that, as he did with a bunch of those guys. For a three-piece, there's a lot of guys in that band, and it has a lot to do with the fact that relationships, friendships, and artist collaborations came and went many times. And that, in some ways, I think that on a lesser scale, perhaps, I guess interfamily stuff is serious no matter what. But anyways, I want to say condolences to everybody who's in Taylor's circle of family and friends. You and I, Johnny, we only had the joy of knowing his music, but I know people who know him personally, and they're devastated right now. Richard Marx just recorded a song with him a little bit ago. Todd Kearns and all the guys in Slash's band, were about to do a show with him. When Axl Rose is coming out and issuing a statement, you've
touched the full spectrum.
Yes, you have. That's exactly right. So anyway, so to everybody and to the lovers of that music, jam it tonight. That's what the music is for, and that's the joy he brought. So that, and then let's take a break. When we come back, I want to tie this in as best I can to the whole Ginny Thomas, QAnon, families and friendships torn apart by this weird loyalty to this nonsense, to this hateful gibberish, which I always find shocking. I guess I found the documentaries about the Waco, David Koresh, the Branch Davidians. I found that shocking. So why not this?
Super culty. Very
that's
scary.
Right. We'll be back right after this. It's the Housemarks Radio program, mega worldwide on WCPT Radio, Chicago's Progressive Talk.